Dear Mr. Milian, teachers, families, and fellow students, Charter Oak has taught me so much, not only academics, but how to be caring. I've been awed by everything I learned here. I've made many lasting friendships, some since my first years at Charter Oak, and each year I make new ones. My memories of my first years at Charter Oak are very faint, but I do remember that on my first day I was terrified, but then I was welcomed with open arms and warm smiles, and I was ready to learn. If there's one thing I'll take away from Charter Oak, it's that you have to persevere and work hard to achieve your goals. I've learned, and Charter Oak has taught me, to be an inquirer. One example of this is when we went to the United Nations, which is a trip I will never forget. After going, I wanted to learn more about the Sustainable Development Goals and ways I could make a difference. I realized you don't have to do something big to make a difference. For example, now when I go on hikes, I just put the trash I find in a bag to throw away. All of my teachers have made an impact on my learning, but there are two memories that stand out. The first is how Miss Habib gave me my love of math. I was amazed when she told us that the 1 in 17 was really 10. I thought, wow, how is that possible? How could a 1 really be a 10? Then she explained it to us, and I knew I wanted to learn more. The second is how Miss Kendrigan challenged me in writing, and now whenever I think I'm done with something, I say to myself, never mind, there's always something you can add. It's not that I hadn't heard that before. It's just that Miss Kendrigan only let me do my best. To feature fifth graders, work hard and persevere, even when it seems like the work will never end. Because when you finish, you will feel great about how much farther you have come. Charter Oak has taught me so much, and now I'm ready for middle school. At least I'm pretty sure.
When people ask me where I go to school and I say Charter Oak, they say you're lucky to go there. It's such a beautiful building. Although it's true, it's not why I'm lucky to go there. Charter Oak is beautiful for so many reasons other than our building. It's beautiful because it's a place where you make lifelong friendships and celebrate differences. It's a place where teachers care about kids and a place where learning is fun. My Charter Oak adventure started in 3rd grade when I changed schools. Although I was nervous at first, I quickly made new friends since everyone was so welcoming. This made me feel very comfortable quickly. Charter Oak kids have so many differences, but we find ways to stay connected. For example, we collaborate with each other really well. Teamwork is important at our school. If we see someone who doesn't have someone to play with, we ask them if they want to play. At our school, team building is something we can work on at all grade levels with help from Mr. Hummel, Ms. Acosta, and Dr. Henry. As IB learners, we work to become internationally minded and make the world a better, more peaceful place. The teachers at Charter Oak really care about kids. All of my teachers had unique characteristics, but one that they all shared was that they cared about me and wanted me to do my best. Miss Florence made me a risk-taker by encouraging me to find my voice and be proud of it. Miss Bellman taught me to care about everything around me, even hermit crabs. Miss Martin helped me to speak up for myself and be a leader in the classroom. Last but not least, Miss Hadlock always pushed me to use my creativity in everyday things. At Charter Oak, teachers worked hard to make our lesson plans fun. We learn by asking questions and trying things out. We are inquirers. In science, we get to do experiments, even if they're messy. We can learn in many different ways, in many different places, like the inquiry room and even the cafeteria. When we learned about exploration, we got to make posters advertising for people to travel with us to foreign lands. One time in math, Miss Martin gave us menus from restaurants to answer math problems. How we learn impacts how we remember information. All of my friends, my teachers, and fun learning experiences have made Charter Oak feel like a second home. I will always remember Charter Oak as a beautiful community that was welcoming and full of wonderful people who really cared about each other. Charter Oak has prepared us to go in any direction we choose. And in the words of Dr. Seuss, you have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. You're off to great places, today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way.
I am the fourth of the four boys in my family to go to Charter Oak since 2005. Being a Charter Oak student has taught me to work hard, be kind, and amazing things will happen. I started here in kindergarten, where I learned cooperation, curiosity, and appreciation. In second grade, Mrs. Dunn really helped my brain blow up with creativity. We did activities in math that made me look at the world differently, like how to make patterns and shapes in exciting and creative ways. With the hard work that I started here, I have grown into my creativity and is my favorite thing about myself. As we leave this year, remember the creativity you have inside you. You can use it to help the world and become who you truly are. In third grade with Mrs. Florence, it is when I learned how to really be myself and appreciate myself. At this school, we talk a lot about getting to know our identity. She taught me how to use my energy at the right time to be confident in my goofball self, but not during class meeting times or during big important speeches that I had to give to my entire grade and all of our families. I want to remember that this I want you to remember that this elementary school taught you to be you and to accept all types of people in this world for being uniquely them. Fourth grade was the year I had enough confidence to become a true risk taker. Since then, I had a lot of experience being a risk taker. I'm really being a risk taker now. But when I was 9, the time came for the school play, and I was nervous, but decided to take the chance to try out. The experience taught me, whoa, I could be good at this. That it taught me how to speak up and express myself clearly and become a true communicator. In fifth grade, I encouraged myself to do it again and become close to a lot of new people because of it. And as you go into middle school, remember to try new things even if you are a bit nervous about it. You will never know what you will discover about yourself. In fifth grade with Miss Roberts, I learned how important it is to be open-minded to other people's perspectives and to be aware of of problems Earth and the problems on Earth. When we talk about indigenous cultures, I was so impressed of how the cultures were balanced and respectful towards the Earth. When we live without caring for the balance of nature, like we are now, pollution, global warming, and other scary events are happening. I learned to be open to others' ideas, cooperate on solutions, and take action to make a difference. When you work hard to be kind and open-minded, you can accomplish many amazing things. My experience at Charter Oak taught me that. Also, I'm a really good guy.